So if we agree that the first part of forgiveness is compassion, and that you can't get to forgiveness if you focus on the act, that is absolutely true. The second part is not accepting someone's interpretation of you. So what people tend to do is, have you ever seen people who are in pain cut themselves, cut their wrists? It's because on some level one they will release the pain. And actually everybody does that I know on some level, in a small way and sometimes in a large way. What they're always trying to do is get rid of that pain, and people project that onto you. And I'm going to show you a little exercise in a moment, because really the second part of forgiveness is, forgiveness is almost like spiritual aikido, that you no longer accept anyone's interpretation of you. And this little exercise will demonstrate that, and you can practice at home. Okay, so let's give that a go. Jenny's got some trauma, some things from her past that she's carried in her stress bucket. I just want you to close your eyes and hold your arms out like this. So just tell me something in your past, something that you've been carrying that's caused you stress and trauma and actually made you feel less than your worth. What would it be?
Bullying. I was bullied at school really bad.
How did it make you feel?
That was worthless.
So someone's projected this onto Jenny, and she carries that feeling. Put your arms out straight until they begin to ache. She carries that, whatever that was for her, which was what? Made you feel what?
Worthless.
Worthless. Tell me something else somebody did, said in your past.
Just people putting you down all the time.
Name one.
Probably a past relationship.
So past relationship, just name one.
Shouting at me and...
Okay, so this person, as we said before, wanted to bleed because they're full of pain, and what they do is project their stuff onto, in this case, Jenny. They release themselves from the pain, all of for 5 minutes, and what they've done is this. The trouble is, Jenny's carried that, still carries it. Tell me something else.
Probably a lot of illness in the family. We've had a lot of illness.
How did that impact on you?
Worry that it's genetic, that it's going to be passed on to me and my family.
How did that make you feel? Somebody's illness had an impact on you, unintentionally.
Frightened.
Made you feel what?
Frightened.
Guilty?
Guilty, yeah.
Yeah? And you carry that. And can you see what's happening? There's a barrier beginning to form. And what that barrier does, because of the pain, it separates us from life. It separates me connecting to Jenny, not only that, Jenny connecting to me. That's what pain does. This is the stress bucket. What else, Jenny? Name one more thing. Somebody in your past who said something or did something to you that made you feel less than your worth.
Probably a friend that hurt me. She was a girl, but she hurt me as a friend.
What did she say or do?
She just, again, trying to put me down and backstabbing me.
How did it make you feel?
Worthless and losing trust.
Losing trust. So all of this stuff Jenny carries with her. And we all tend to carry a load on some level, every single one of us. That's why forgiveness sets us free. So we know that the first part of forgiveness is understanding human nature, and the second part is saying, I no longer accept your interpretation of me. So forgiveness is almost like spiritual aikido. You give it back. So what I want you to do in a minute, Jenny, is to open your eyes and say, I forgive you, and as you say it, I want you to throw all of that stuff. Let it go.
I forgive you. And
throw it. Don't apologise for it. Now look at me. Put your hand on your heart and say, from now on, I define who I am.
From now on, I define who I am.
Look at me. From now on, I define who I am.
From now on, I define.
And I deserve to be loved.
And I deserve to be loved.
And so forgiveness is an empowering process of this releasing someone else's pain, their projections of giving you all of their stuff from their own pain, because spiritual teachers never do that. Good people, in good people's company you feel good, you feel worthy without them saying a word. So understand that the person who's projecting onto you must have a lack of something for them to give you that pain. And so learning to forgive again and again and again. And then you discover who you are. And that's the next part of this online course we're going to do in a moment. The co-creating of what you really want. Okay, so we've looked at forgiveness, and then we looked at starting to define who you were by affirmation, and this process is a co-creation process that helps you set your intention. So as you close your eyes there, Jenny, I just want you to think for a moment and take your time. I've just got a simple question to ask you. How will you know you're feeling at your very best? How do you know? Imagine you're walking down the street and you're feeling absolutely fantastic. How do you know?
I feel just happy with myself and well. I feel actually well.
Yeah?
Strong.
About your body posture?
Confident.
Yeah?
Strong.
Your shoulders back?
Yeah.
Imagine you look at yourself in the mirror and see what, when you're at your very best, what do you see?
Just confident Jenny.
Imagine you walk into a room and your sisters are there, your family are there, and you're feeling at your very best. You're happy, you're smiling, and you want everyone in the room to know you're feeling at your very best. How do you get everyone in the room to know, Jenny, you're feeling fantastic? How do you get them to know without saying a word?
Just body language.
Yeah.
Smiley, happy, confident, posture.
Imagine you look at your sister in the eye. What does she see?
I feel a lot of love for my sister, so I think we have a connection because we're very close.
So what does she see when she sees you at your very best?
Just a happy, confident person.
Brilliant, okay. So, if I had a magic wand and I could give you anything you want, happiness, financial independence, health, new job, new relationship, deep spiritual connection, anything, what would it be, Jenny? Next part of your life, what would it be?
Health.
Health? What do you mean, health?
And to make sure I stay healthy and not come down with any illnesses.
Brilliant. So imagine you're feeling at your very best and you're feeling healthy. What would you see in your life, visually, to let you know you've achieved that goal of health and well-being? What would you see?
See myself as staying strong and being there for my friends and family.
What does that look like visually? You being strong, what does it look like?
Just me looking in the mirror, looking healthy and...
so what does your skin look like? What do your eyes look like?
Bright, and
yeah.
My skin's bright and clear and my hair's flowing and healthy.
Fantastic. What else would you see? Imagine you see a friend you haven't seen for ages. What else would you see around you? Where would you live? Where would you be?
I think I'd still be living near my friends and family, so I'd be there for them.
Yeah. So look around, what can you see? They'll let you know you've reached that goal of well-being, feeling fantastic. What do you see?
Just feel and see happiness around me.
What does happiness look like?
Bright, the sun shines bright and I feel bright and warm and glowing.
One more thing you see. Imagine you're outside in nature. You're with a friend or your sisters or your son. What else do you see?
Just nice things.
Such as? To let you know you've achieved this goal of well-being. Imagine you're climbing up a hill and you're fit and you're well. What do you see at the top of that mountain? because you've achieved it? What do you see?
Just a nice environment with lots of animals and birds, and just a place of well-being. And
who's with you?
at this point,
Yeah.
where I'm visualising on my own at the moment,
Okay.
but I know everybody's there.
So imagine you come back down and you see your sisters. What do they say?
And they're just happy that I'm there.
What do they say to you?
We're glad that you're here, glad that you're healthy.
Yeah. What do you say?
The same back really, that I'm glad that they're all around me. And
Yeah.
they're there
So
to
you're
help.
fit and you're well and you're healthy and you're glowing, you're feeling fantastic.
Yeah.
What else do you say?
I feel safe.
Safe. Ah. So where do you feel that safeness in your body?
I feel it when my friends and family are around me.
Okay, so that feeling, why don't you just connect to that feeling of feeling safe? Where do you feel it most in your body?
My heart and stomach feels calm.
Brilliant. What colour is it?
Red, like a heart,
Fantastic. And the shape?
heart shape.
Imagine you could touch it, the temperature of it. Connect to it, that feeling safe. What temperature is it? Just right.
Just right.
And the texture of it.
Firm.
So imagine all these things come to pass, Jenny. You're really well. You feel vibrant and healthy. Your skin's glowing. Your family around you. You feel absolutely wonderful. You feel really well. Most of all, you feel safe. And then you bump into me down the street and I say, how are you, Jenny? And in one or two words you say, I am. What would it be? I am.
Well.
Thank you. Open your eyes. So Jenny's affirmation would be, I am well. And every time she repeats that affirmation over and over again, the mind does a revolution, and everything she said on that piece of paper, your subconscious mind remembers. So your affirmation would be, I'm well. I'm just going to get you to anchor that feeling a little bit. So I just want you to stand up and place your arms by your side. And close your eye. Okay, Jenny, so just stand with your arms out. So you've got your affirmation. And do you remember your affirmation? Just repeat it.
I am well.
So imagine that you could feel that feeling of wellness in one of your hands. Which hand would it be, the right or the left?
Right.
So imagine that feeling there, just your eyes closed. And in the other hand, perhaps, is the doubt and the what ifs in life. In the opposite hand. I just want you to bring your hands together very slowly. And just slow. So go back, open them up again. So this time do it really slowly. And I just want you to repeat that affirmation silently to yourself. I am well. I am well. Slow it down, really slow it down. Imagine that getting stronger and stronger. Slow it down. Imagine it coming to you, Jenny. All of that feeling getting stronger. I am well. What it means to you. Slow it down. Don't rush. Nice and slow. And bring your hands together. That's good. And bring your hands towards your heart. And place your hands on your heart and say your affirmation out loud. I am well.
I am well.
Okay, just drop your arms down. Open your eyes. So imagine you can do that over and over again. Anytime, even 100 times a day. And every time you do it, the mind does a revolution. And everything on that sheet that we did, the mind's reminded of all of those different components. So over and over again, I am well, I am well, I am well. So for everybody out there, give it a go. Work with your affirmations and see how you go. Thank you.